Good morning, everybody. This is Jack Mason. We're just going to start. We're going to give another 2 to 3 minutes. We'll start at 3 minutes after the hour. We're just going to give some more time for everybody to come in, but thank you for joining. We'll get started here shortly. Thank you. All right, everybody, we're going to get started here shortly. This is Jack Mason. Happy Friday to everybody on the call. Today, we will be overviewing our Horizon Suite solution. We're actually going to focus on the Mirage and the workspace component. VMware View, Horizon View, has been out in the market for quite some time now, so we're not really going to dive so much into View, but we do have follow-up information, videos, information that we'll be sending you to the entire partner community. But again, we're just going to focus on the Mirage and the workspace components today. Our engineer here for the West Coast, Chris Walsh, will be delivering the demo. And without further ado, why don't we just go ahead and get started? Chris, feel free to get the ball rolling, man.
Appreciate it. So again, I'm Chris Walsh, your inside AEs. Jack Mason and Jason Harris asked me to give this presentation to you guys. I'm going to run through quickly to help you understand the solution that we have for you here, and that extends outside of just the View product. So life was good before a few things happened. We had a classic scenario where Windows was king. We had end users that would log into their systems and do their tasks, but life got a little bit more complicated once SaaS and web applications were introduced into the market. End users started to find frustration in having multiple logins, having to remember different passwords and username schemas. So a little bit more frustrating. And with the advent of mobile devices, life's gotten a lot more frustrating. We've got a lot of clients that have executives that want to access corporate resources via their iOS devices or their Android devices. We call this the post-PC era. Managing these different devices can be frustrating in and of itself. There's different tools for managing file shares, for managing access to Android and iOS devices, and IT has found a lot of frustration points in trying to manage all of these different devices. When you throw in bring your own desktop initiatives, it even gets frustrating beyond that. So we've introduced the Horizon Suite. The Horizon Suite is a management framework so that you can deliver mobile apps, SaaS applications, and your traditional Windows applications, as well as files to any device. The Horizon Suite is comprised of three components. We've got Horizon View, which is the vSphere that your customers know, put some efficiencies around it so that you can deliver a virtual machine to an endpoint. The ones we're going to focus on today are Horizon Mirage and Horizon Workspace. These are a little bit newer to the market, and we want to make sure you're up to date on how these components work. So Mirage. Mirage is single image management. So you notice here we've got our Windows symbol here in the data center, and we have our Windows symbol on all of the endpoints here that are being managed. It's highly efficient dedupe technology. The company we acquired was called WANova, as in over WAN. The first company that these guys came up with was actually acquired by Cisco and is now part of Cisco's WAN optimization solution. They then created WANova, which we acquired, and it's a great technology. I think you'll find it very interesting. The use cases, we've got automated Windows 7 deployment. If your customers say, if you have any customers running XP still, the next word out of your mouth should be Mirage. Automated Windows 7 deployments are easy with Mirage. Backup and DR of your endpoints. PC refresh can save a lot of money in using Mirage in these scenarios. Break fix, this is another good one where Mirage can help. And then we're centralizing image management. A lot of flexibility in there. So in order to help you share the message with your customers, we're going to give you this link, and we're going to watch it right now. So it's 2 minutes, and we're doing this so that you have something repeatable that you can share on spreading the message of Mirage. So when I click this link, we're going to watch this video.
Great video, great video.
Mr. IT guy, here's your problem. You need to manage one central copy of the system stuff on all your users' machines, but you want to let them run it on their own hardware, on or off the network. They want to personalize their machines by installing apps and customizing their settings, and you need to back up everything. So how do you manage one copy of Windows and apps centrally and still let your users run them locally on their personalized machines? Simple. You use VMware Mirage. Here's how. You manage one master copy of the common stuff everyone needs. Then you install the Mirage client on your endpoints, and it examines everything on those hard drives to find out what's in common with your master and what's unique. Mirage overwrites any system or app stuff that you need to manage, and it backs up the personalized files you don't have a copy of, but only the files you don't already have backed up. Like if 50 users all have the same PowerPoint file, it only backs it up once. And if one guy changes it, it only backs up the changed parts. So your network stays screaming fast. For you, this means total control over the stuff everyone needs. You can update those files without overwriting their stuff. And for your users, they get to personalize their machines and run everything on their own hardware, on or off the network. Need to patch everyone's systems? Just update your central copy, and Mirage syncs everyone's machine automatically. And whole system upgrades or migrations are just as simple. And since Mirage keeps track of user stuff separately, repairs are no problem, no matter why your users need them. You've always got an up-to-date copy of everyone's stuff, which means changing hardware, even to a different make and model, is just as simple. IT problem solved. Mirage lets you manage centrally, while your users execute locally. Download a free trial and see for yourself.
As you can see, that 2-minute overview gives you a real good idea of what we're doing with the Mirage solution. And I can't tell you how many times we've gone into customers that were having either frustration in trying to do a view deployment, or the view deployment was stalled, and we came in with Mirage and were able to provide a solution that the end user could use. The neatest part is that your customers already have the plumbing in place. This will work with a single VM. This can even be a physical server. So customers do not have to own any VMware in order to have Mirage. Most of your customers probably do have some VMware in-house, but one VM for the Mirage server will manage up to 1,500 endpoints. You'll need about 15 gigabytes of unique data is what we find per end user. So 15 gigs per end user, and works with the plumbing you have today, or also doesn't have to have shared storage, so you could have direct attach if you wanted. So it does not require shared storage. You just need to have some type of storage to keep all the end user data. again, works with the plumbing that your customer has in place today. Horizon Workspace. Horizon Workspace is a framework for connectivity. And it's being able to, this is our single sign-on portal. This is where we can log in via our mobile devices, our tablets, and access corporate resources. So we've got security and compliance. We can access from anywhere. We can access from multiple devices, and it truly enables the bring your own desktop initiatives as well as collaboration. When you look at what the product is, we've got a laptop here that's logged into a browser. The first tab we're going to look at is our apps tab. So in this apps tab, we've got single sign-on, so you don't have to remember that unique username for ADP or that funky password scheme for Workday. We can also do ThinApp streaming in here. So if you ThinApp an application during the ThinApp process, one of the options is to post to the Horizon portal. So this particular Excel file, so if an end user clicked on this, it is not application presentation. I want to be very clear. This is not application presentation. This is ThinApp streaming. So the first time this end user clicks this, the executable to run Excel will be downloaded to the operating system requesting it. It will then run inside of Windows. So these are, ThinApp is for Windows. And when the end user clicks on this from now on, it will live inside of that operating system, and Horizon will validate that that end user has the rights to run that application. Our next tab is the Files tab. So this is our, to coin a phrase, corporate Dropbox. This is end user hosted corporate Dropbox. So in here, when you download the Horizon client, you will have a Horizon folder now in your folders. When you put something in your Horizon folder, it will populate in here. The neat thing about this, what we find is that the studies have shown that end users create on OS X and on Windows, and then they view files on their tablets and iOS and Android devices. So end users can create on their Windows and their OS X. They can put these files in the repository, and then they can view them when they're on their tablets on the road. You can also share. So one of the drop-downs here, one of the options on the drop-down would be to share publicly. If the company decides that's something they want their end users to do, they can be on their tablets and share these files publicly if they want. You can also make comments. We have versioning, so you notice the version here, and we also have the ability to comment on documents that are shared. The last tab is the Computers tab. And this one's really interesting, and we've got some pieces that evolve what we've been doing with View. So this is access to View desktops. We can access classically the way we've always accessed via local client. So these three options here are the first three here. Access via the local client, PC over IP, access via local client, RDP, and the last one is the real juice. That's access via HTML5. So if I access via HTML5, if I click this guy in another tab, I'm going to have a full View desktop in my browser. Why is that important? Well, if I'm accessing this from an iOS device, I click that and I'm on Windows inside of an iOS device without any local client installed. If you're away from corporate resources and you don't have your corporate laptop or corporate tablet or anything like that, you could be on a public computer, and as long as you're able to get into your Horizon portal, you can access your corporate desktop via any HTML5 browser. Really opens up the flexibility and freedom. Another piece of the Horizon workspace is mobility. So we have a huge explosion of mobile devices. We just got started in Q1 with the Android devices, so the ability to deliver a VM that lives on top of an Android device that is the corporate VM, so they would flip between corporate VM that has all the corporate resources and their personal stuff here on the primary Android OS. In about 1 week, we're going to announce that the release of the iOS device. So we're going to download the Horizon app to your iOS device, and you will have corporate apps delivered to the end user's device. So here you can see the little Horizon indicator in the bottom right corner. So one login will deliver the apps that corporate wants you to have. And notice we have an email client, we have a calendar, contact manager, all available on iOS. So the Horizon Suite is classically the three components that we feel are going to enable our customers to adopt a new way to deliver end-user computing is classically, everyone knows View. That's great for the LAN. Mirage extends the image management to mobile device, to mobile laptops, mobile users that aren't always connected, or people that aren't ready to invest in the View infrastructure. And our Horizon Suite workspace is single sign-on, corporate Dropbox, and the ability to access View desktops in that Horizon portal. Thank you very much. I'll pass over to Jack, and he'll close you out.
Thank you, Walsh. That was outstanding. So, everybody, I do have a call to action guide. We're definitely going to follow up and share out the recording to the session. Just give me one moment so I can review the call to action guide and just get a reminder from the previous session that we did on VSOM Operations Manager. Just 1 second, please. All right, guys, here it is. It's coming up. So real quick, here's the Horizon Suite call to action guide. For every desktop, every VDI project that you're hearing about with your customers, definitely start talking to your VMware reps about the opportunity so we can help you grow and maximize the revenue to that deal. We got now a complete solution that addresses everything from desktop management to desktop accessibility, as well as corporate file sharing with the Horizon Workspace. So I'm going to follow up, make sure everybody has the information, the pricing and packaging guide to the Horizon Suite, as well as give you this document here that has that video on Mirage. And we also got another 2-minute video on Workspace so that you can continue to learn and familiarize yourself with the individual components of the suite. Now, another reminder, I just wanted to bring this one up as well, which is the vSphere Operations Manager call to action. We still got that promo going through the middle of September. This is the follow-up to the sessions we did 2 weeks ago. Just a reminder, every existing vSphere customer can still take advantage of this upgrade opportunity. So get the word out, continue talking to your customers about proactive management. Here's the call to action guide for VSOM that we sent out a couple weeks back. I'll make sure that everybody has the call to action for the EUC demo that we did today, as well as the pricing and packaging. But if nothing else, again, very short and sweet. Thank you guys very much for joining us today, and we'll be following up with another session for next Friday. And yep, so tune in on that. Look out for the invites. Once again, thank you everybody for joining today.
And Jack?
Yep.
One last thing, guys. If you have anybody with a View install base, call them today about the promo because they can upgrade into the Horizon Suite. There's a 2-for-1 promo. It's basically they get 2 licenses of Horizon Suite for every 1 View license for, I think, it's half the cost of what the upgrade would be for that. So definitely, it's an easy way to talk to your customers that have a current View install base. So if there's any questions about it, let us know. We're more than happy to discuss that with them and go over the promo with you as well.
Thank you, Hammer. Forgot that. Yep. So there's actually a promo going on right now for existing View customers to upgrade to the Horizon Suite at 49% off. This promo coincides with the VSOM promo, the Operations Manager promo. They both end in the middle of September, so I'll definitely be sure to include the promo link as well as the migration path for existing VDI customers and what their next logical upgrade would be into the Horizon Suite. But anything else, Hammer? Are we all set? I think we're all good. So thank you again, everybody. Look out for the invite for next Friday. Thanks again. Any questions, definitely reach out to Hammer, myself, or to Chris Walsh. Thanks, guys.